For years, Kenyan goods have traveled thousands of kilometers, but often at a cost, as the result of trade barriers such as tariffs, which make them less competitive. Now, that journey is about to change. At the heart of this transformation lies a significant policy shift of China. In 2024, the People's Republic of China introduced zero-tariff treatment for least developed African countries with diplomatic ties, removing duties on 100% of taxable products from December 1st of that year. That commitment has since expanded. In a landmark step, President Xi Jinping announced in his congratulatory message to the 39th African Union Summit on February 14, 2026, that China will fully implement zero-tariff treatment for 53 African countries having diplomatic relations with China starting from May 1, 2026.
The Zero-Tariffs Agreement is a very significant framework which will contribute not only to enhanced bilateral trade and investment for a win-win situation, but equally serve as a model for other African countries to emulate. The effective implementation of the Zero-Tariffs Agreement is not only crucial for both countries, but is also one of the highlights of the best example of joint efforts of implementation of 2024 FOCAC decisions and compliance with the WTO.
For the first time, a major global economy will provide unilateral, full-coverage duty-free access across an entire continent. Zero tariffs, in practical terms, mean that the African goods can now enter the Chinese market without the burden of import duties.
This is going to be great news for China-Kenya Economic and Trade Cooperation, especially for Kenya's expansion of exports to China. Today, I am delighted to join Deputy President Kindiki and our Kenyan friends in witnessing the departure of this train that is loaded with Kenyan agro products to be exported to China.
The export flag-off taking place symbolizes a new phase in our cooperation, one focused on expanding Kenya's exports, supporting value addition and creating greater opportunities for Kenyan farmers, manufacturers and entrepreneurs.
For countries like Kenya, the implications are immediate and profound. Nowhere in this transformation more visible than in agriculture, particularly in the story of the avocado.
When I hear of Chinese market, I'm usually excited. Basically because previously I've been in macadamia business, and I know when the Chinese enter a market, the prices will always be good. So when I heard of the zero tariffs on the avocado part of it, I knew now the farmer will get the right price for the fruits.
Before zero tariff, we had limited resources in terms of funding that we can give towards the farms to procure. But with that tariff gone, there is an extra funding that is left with the investor, which he can now say, I can now give this to the farmer. Of course, this one now, it empowers the farmer. With that money, he can grow more trees, he can treat his trees better.
Zero tariff policy will encourage more Chinese companies to invest and set up factory in Kenya. Our company, Sunmark, is a clear example. We established an avocado processing facility in Nairobi, produce avocado oil for export to China. We have already exported 100 tons, successful enter big consumer market in China.
The tariff has enabled Magical Grain, the Chinese company, to invest here in Kenya and giving us good margins that allows us to go to the farmers. Before that, we were actually concentrating with large-scale farmers because of the economics of scales. But with this, we are now able to go even to reach the small-scale farmer with 10 trees, 5 trees, because now my costs are now catered for.
Over the past decade, Kenya has emerged as one of Africa's leading avocado producers. What was once a niche export has evolved into a major driver of rural livelihoods and foreign exchange earnings. Smallholder farmers, Cooperatives and agribusinesses have invested in cultivation, quality standards, and export readiness. Yet, access to global markets has often remained uneven, shaped by tariffs, strict entry requirements, and logistical barriers.
We encourage Kenyan companies to register with Chinese customs to make them eligible for export to China. And also we encourage technical cooperation to improve the quality of products, to increase their productivity, to enlarge the scale of production and trade. And fourth, we will support Kenyan companies to do more promotion in Chinese market.
China's decision to open its market to fresh Kenyan avocados marked a turning point. It introduced a new destination, one defined not only by scale, but by rapidly growing demand driven by shifting consumer lifestyles and rising awareness of healthy diets. Now, with zero-tariff treatment fully in place, that opportunity expands significantly.
This is not a niche opportunity. This is a generational shift in global food consumption, driven by the growing China middle class that is health conscious, brand aware, and very hungry for the best premium product. So we have to make sure from the growing backhouse levels to export levels, we do the best product consistently, and we have full traceability so that the Chinese consumer keeps asking for more and more and more Kenyan avocados.
For Kenyan agribusinesses and exporters, the removal of tariffs enhances competitiveness, reduces costs, and creates a more level playing field against established global suppliers.
We are very much excited on zero tariff. Our products are going to be competitive. We have opened our office in China, and we've been able to provide real-time business intelligence in terms of market access. And so far, we've managed to export goods worth 765 million Kenya shillings. More so, we want to double or even triple the trade.
For Kenyan manufacturers and processing industry, zero tariff means opportunities of capability upgrading, moving up the value chain. For Kenyan people, zero tariff means improvement of employment livelihood. In particular, it means empowerment and better prospect for Kenyan youth.
I'm a forklift driver. We have so many workers here, and still we are recruiting. They give us a lot of skills. We learn through them. They pay us well when I compare with other companies.
I'm working as a production worker at Magical Green. I didn't have any skill. I started by sorting the avocados. After 2 months, I became an operator. I have learned more skills because they need somebody to know everything in there.
We have several of these collection centers in different counties. The target for this collection center for a week is 100 tons. So this encourages this whole area within a radius of about 50 kilometers. Every farmer feels important when we are here, no matter what the quantity is. So of course, the farmer, the collector, the guy on the bike who's delivering, everyone's involved. Everyone gets a revenue out of this.
The avocado story is more than a trade. It is about China-Kenya and China-Africa partnership. From the development perspective, zero-tariff treatment is the concrete action by China to support Kenya and Africa's industrialization, agricultural modernization, and regional integration. It will boost the growth of Kenya and African industries and employment, thereby enhancing Kenya's capabilities in autonomous development.
It's like we opened the door. We're already on the field. We're already enjoying the zero tariff as we speak. So it encourages also the other industries. If it's the steel industry, this is the agriculture industry. People can come and even do mangoes, can do any other fruit that is very common here locally. Chinese investors can come and set up, you see, and enjoy this and set up huge industries, of course, and then the locals will benefit through employment, etc., etc.
I'm happy for the new Chinese policy in Kenya. More Chinese companies, more job opportunity for us Kenyans.
China and Kenya have maintained solid and sound practical cooperation in infrastructure in particular. The zero-tariff treatment has raised the prospect of upgrading the cooperation to the entire value chain, from farm-level capacity building to investments in infrastructure, logistics, market access platforms, and supply chain integration.
We have a big investment in the SGR, the railway. Traditionally, we have talked imports, Mombasa to Nairobi, Mombasa to Suswa, Mombasa to Uganda. Now we are starting to talk exports, and we are going to start going exports from Nairobi, from Suswa to Mombasa to China. The SGR is more than infrastructure. It's a living symbol of Kenya-China cooperation, turning connectivity into economic opportunity and ambition into action.
Zero-tariff treatment is a two-way street. It not only unlocks the supersized Chinese market for African fine products, but also enriches the supply in the Chinese market and offers consumers more diverse choices. This also perfectly aligns with the Chinese government's policy to boost domestic consumption and better meet the Chinese people's aspiration for life with better quality. Kenyan avocado's popularity in China exemplifies how opportunities are created and amplified when African supply meets Chinese demand.
Chinese being the biggest market in the world, we want to thank them because of giving us this opportunity of giving us a zero-tariff market. Now we are seeing the benefits coming down to the farmer. Because of this, it means that we are going to plant more and get more, so economy is going to grow.
Beyond avocados, Kenya's specialty exports, tea and coffee, are also warmly embraced by Chinese consumers.
Agriculture remains a cornerstone of Kenya's economy, and the Chinese market presents tremendous opportunities for Kenyan agricultural products, especially coffee, tea, avocados, vegetables, nuts, flowers, fish, and fish products, among others.
At a time when the world faces rising protectionism and widening development gaps, China's zero-tariff policy represents an alternative path, one grounded in openness, inclusivity, and mutual benefit.
In Kenya's current development cycle, which runs from 2023 to 2027, the bottom-up economic transformation agenda and its export-led strategy are designed to shift the country from a consumption-based economy to a production-led one. The strategy targets specific high-impact value chains to boost global competitiveness, and therefore, the early harvest agreement between Kenya and China is indeed a confidence-building measure, allowing for acceleration of tariff reductions on specific goods between Kenya and China.
This agreement is very important for us, and we are happy that we have negotiated. We thank His Excellency the President of China for the announcement. We will make sure that the ratification of the agreement is done, and that even the pronouncement will be compliant with the World Trade Organization rules and requirements.
Realizing this potential requires deliberate effort. To fully leverage the zero-tariff policy, China and Africa should enhance collaboration, optimize market access procedures, support African companies to build export capabilities, and create an enabling business environment.
China and Kenya are not only true mutually supportive friends, but also companions on the path to development and revitalization. So let's take the implementation of this zero-tariff policy to unlock the door of common development and jointly build a China-Kenya community of development and prosperity.
As these elements come together, the zero-tariff policy will truly become a catalyst for China-Africa cooperation and inject impetus into China and Africa's joint pursuit of modernization.
Kenya and China share strong trade relations that have continued to grow over the years, as demonstrated by the continued growth of merchandise trade between the two countries. That this initiative will place Kenyan products in Chinese homes and businesses, narrow the current trade imbalance, and serve as a channel for technology and skills transfer that benefits both our people.
Avocado is a simple fruit, and now it is a symbol of possibility. As the zero-tariff journey of Kenyan avocado reveals, a major policy shift is capable of unleashing enormous potential and effectuating meaningful transformation.
Agriculture is Kenya's backbone. It drives our economy, it employs 40% of our people, and it includes a large number of smallholders. So when we talk about trade with China, we're not just talking about containers and tariffs. We are talking about transforming lives at the grassroots level.
The future looks bright with the Chinese, which has a very high population entering into Kenyan market. As a farmer, I'm very happy for the Chinese government thinking of Kenya as part of their trade partners, especially in avocado farming.
This is a story not just about tariff. It is about a country that turns policy shift into tangible development pathways. It is about Chinese and African people with shared aspirations pursuing a shared future. As this story is being written, the new chapter of China-Africa friendship and cooperation has just begun.